Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Trisha here. Other half's come in and he's like, you never make those wee Sultana buns that you used to make all the time? You know them wee lovely wee buns? I goes, you want Sultana buns? I'll make you Sultana buns. After I have a coffee, of course. In the middle of making pies and stuff, but that'll be a different video. So these are quick and easy to make, so we'll get a batch of these done for him, just to keep him in the good books, keep me in the good books. Alright, so let's get this mixture made up. Okay, so I've went ahead and put the wee bun cases in. These are cupcake holders into the wee bun trays, and I've 2 of them done. I'll just move those out of my way. The first thing I'm going to do is to measure 8 ounces of caster sugar in my bowl. There's a few lumps in there, so I'll just break them as I go. Mixture will break them down anyway, but that's 8 ounces of caster sugar. And I'm going to weigh out my flour as well now, just to get it out of the way. And I'm using self-raising flour. If you were using plain flour, you would need to be adding your baking powder. And I want 8 ounces of self-raising flour. I'm thinking maybe I should double this recipe, but should I double it or not? I can always freeze them. Yeah, I'm going to double it, but I'll put a single recipe I use down in the description box, so you don't need to follow along or write stuff down. It'll be down below. Okay, so that's a pound of flour, and I'll just transfer that into that little bowl. Always do your dry ingredients first, and then you don't have to worry about your dry ingredients sticking to your butters or margarine or whatever. I need another 8 ounces of sugar, and that's another 8 ounces. So that's a pound of flour, or a pound of sugar, and a pound of flour, and my coffee. Okay, so I'm using this, of course. I got that the right way around. Yeah, I always use utterly butterly. And I need a pound of this. And that's a pound of margarine. And that's gone in here. Margarine that's stuck there, and I'll keep that to crack my eggs in. A slurp of coffee, keep me going. And I'm going to use the hand beater today and get this creamed until it's nice and soft and fluffy. I just want to scrape down the sides to make sure all the margarine's lifted from the bottom. And it's getting nice and light. Okay, just before I do anything more, I'm going to put my fan oven on, and I'm going to set it at 170 degrees Celsius, and it's a fan oven. Okay, so that's nice and light and fluffy, and I'll just set that aside for a second. And I need 8 eggs, and I'm just going to break them in here. 2. And those shells will be going back to the chickens. Just to say thank you for their eggs. Brilliant source of calcium for your tomato plants. If you dry them out and grind them down. You just want to break these up a wee bit. Want to put some vanilla in here. This is my own homemade vanilla. Made this in 7, 10, 24 and not much left. This was made with vodka and vanilla pods, and there's a video on the channel of it, and it's the most beautiful vanilla ever. I'm just going to put 1, 2, I'll put 3 teaspoons in there, and you can see the wee flecks of the vanilla bean. Beautiful stuff. Just beat it. Okay, so going to add a bit of the egg. And sieve in a bit of the flour. Just do it alternately. And don't add all your flour, just a bit. Just sieve it in there to get any lumps out of it. And push it through if it's taking ages. Okay, so we just want to mix this in. More egg. More flour. So you're just doing this alternately. Okay, so it's the last of the egg going in. And the last of the flour. And I just want to give it one more wee scrape, just to make sure everything's down in there. I'll do the plain ones first, and then add the fruit. Okay. I'm just going to leave the beater there because I might need it. And just get my tray. And my scoop. And I'm going to put a full scoop into each one, and then I'm going to put maybe half a scoop in. So you want to fill your cases about 2/3. Okay. And I'll leave you there because I need you again. And I just like to hit them a wee tap before they go into the oven, just so they'll fill the cases. And I'll get these in the oven. Okay, so I set this oven at 170 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to put the 2 trays in. And I usually bake these about 18 minutes or so, but I'll bring you back when I'm lifting these out. I want to put sultanas in the rest of this, so what I do is we like a lot of fruit in them, so just make sure they're all sort of separated. I'm going to put a handful and a half. You sort of judge it by yourself, how much mixture you have and how much fruit you like. And I'm just going to put the slightest wee bit of flour in there, just over them, and give them a good toss about in that, because they do have a tendency to sink, and that bit of flour will not hurt anything. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything more with the beater. Take that off and I'll scrape those down and we'll get our fruit in. And you know how I clean right down to the last bit, but when I make you watch that. Okay, so that's all that scraped off, and you don't want to be too rough this mixture now, so just get everything down in and just sort of like fold them in. Don't try and stir too much, or don't be too hard with it, I mean. You just get everything down in there and just fold until everything's incorporated. And these won't last long here. These were, I made these a lot when I was round the farm, when there was maybe 10 or 11 people coming in for their dinner or their lunch. And I don't know many people that could afford it back then to go out and buy a load of buns and stuff, so we always would have made these, and they were always well received. Alright, I'll bring you back whenever we're getting this lot put in, or the other lot brought out and this lot put in. See you shortly. Okay, so that was at the 18-minute mark. Whenever I smelt them and seen they were firm at the top, that I alternated the trays. This oven cooks, I know the oven, and I needed to turn the trays or the top one will be browner than the bottom. So I'm going to give them another 2 minutes and they'll be ready, and the kitchen smells gorgeous. Okay, so that's 20 minutes all in all. And you bring them out. If you can hear them hissing, then they're not done, but those are done. Nice and firm in the top and smell gorgeous. So we'll get them onto a cooling rack and get the fruit ones in. Gorgeous. Wish you could smell. Oh, it's hot. Okay, let's get these out on the cooling rack. And they're absolutely gorgeous. It's a long time since I've made these, and they will be happy. So the plain ones you can just leave plain. You can scoop out the centre and make wings and put jam and cream in. You could put jam and coconut over the top. You can put any filling you want. So you could cut a bit off and fill it with chocolate, or I actually have a jar of caramel fluff in there. I seen it on a channel once, and he happened to get me a jar of it, or 3 jars of it actually, for Christmas, and I haven't really used it for much yet, so that's the first lot of the plain ones. I'll just put those to the side, and these trays have cooled down enough for me to get the wee papers in and get the fruit ones in the oven. Same with the scoop. And I'm going to put these a wee bit higher because they're not going to get any filling, so a good scoopful. Let's just scrape this down. And another one. I'll just do it that way, just to get rid of it all. Whoops! I wasn't smart, Patricia. That one would be a nice big bun, that one. And scrape your bowls out, guys. Ingredients are too expensive to be wasting. You may as well have it in your belly than in the bin. Okay. Okay, so we'll not do anything with that wee bit. And that's going to wash, and these are going straight in the oven. And I'll do the same with these. I'll turn them at the 18-minute mark and get these cooked off. And that's our wee fruit buns done as well, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. You see them up close? Absolutely beautiful. I just lift the other ones out, get these onto a tray. And turn you off. That's the last 3. Lovely, lovely and light. And same as before, we'll just get these transferred onto the cooling rack. I'll let these ones cool down completely, and then we'll get something done with these. There's actually 2 covers on that one. I never noticed that until it dried out. There you go. You little thief. There we go, guys. That's all the plain ones, but I'm going to put some, just put a wee bit of topping on some of these, and the ones with the sultanas are not getting anything. They're sweet. They'll be sweet inside with the fruit inside. And once we get them cooled down and whatever I'm going to put on the top, then we'll have a taste test. And that's how easy it was to make a few delicious treats. Absolutely gorgeous. And these will be eaten in next to no time. And these are equally as delicious. These are the Sultana buns. And I know these won't last too long in this house. And I think I was talking away to you all, and I was icing my buns, and I didn't have the mic turned on. But anyway, I hope you liked this video, guys. If you liked the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And I'll pull a chair over and sit down for 5 minutes just to rest the legs. But you see how easy it was to make these, and they're beautiful. These are the plain ones with marshmallow, fluff and grated chocolate. And the other ones have raspberry jam and coconut. And you can see them up closer. Beautiful. And these are actually my favourite. And I'm going to open one and taste it so you can see what they're like inside. So they're like this. Just peel it open. Look at that fruit. They're fluffy and just gorgeous. They're so good. They're like vanilla cake with fruit. I love them. I'm going to finish this one after my dinner. Alright friends, don't forget to hit the like button and get all your ingredients out. I'll put the description or the recipe down in the description box below, and it'll be for a single recipe. But this double recipe made me 3 dozen plus 3 extra. So if you're having a cake sale or you need buns in a hurry for a party or whatever, get some of these made and just vary your toppings. Or you could actually put a smaller spoonful in the bun tray and put some jam in, and then put more of the mixture on top. Or just change it up, put whatever you like in them. Put cherries or whatever, any fruit or whatever. And I reckon I'll just show you these ones up close as well. I mean, they're all equally as delicious. But these are the coconut ones. And this is the one with the marshmallow fluff and the chocolate. Beautiful. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all in the next one, and look after yourselves, and I'll see you again. Bye for now. So my other half's just come in and he's delighted to see buns on the table. He's went for a jam and coconut one.
Lovely.
Nice.
A nice for a cup of tea, yeah. Excellent.
What do you think of the ones with the fluff on top?
Sorry?
What do you think of the ones with the fluff and the chocolate on top?
I haven't had one of them yet.
They look nice, don't they?
I'll eat one day.
Oh yeah. You'll not eat your tea.
Maybe we'll leave it.
Don't try the Sultana one? No, try the chocolate and fluff. You know I don't eat a whole lot of sweet stuff, so I wouldn't be... It'd probably be pretty sweet, but it's dark chocolate on top to counteract.
The sweeter the better. Yep, very good.
Is that a thumbs up? Alright, there you go, guys. You don't need to take my word for it.
First class.
Thank you, darling.